what's up and welcome back, or welcome to my channel if you're new here. If you are new here, hey, what's up? My name's Dani. Thank you guys so much for taking the time out of your day to click on this video. It really does mean the world to me, as I'm sure you guys can tell from the title and the thumbnail. Today, I'm going to be doing another Q&A. I did a video like this a few months ago and you guys seem to absolutely love it. I got some of the most meaningful comments on that video, and I think it's because I delve deeper into some more personal topics rather than just staying super surface level, and I want to do that again for you guys today. And I also want to thank the sponsor of today's video, because we have a sponsor, which is super exciting, and it is Quack. Quack is an amazing app that I'll be talking about a little while later into this video, but for now, let's just get into the questions. All right, we're gonna start this thing off nice and easy, and the first question that I'll be answering is, what is your all-time favorite movie? It's nothing that is critically acclaimed. It hasn't won any awards to my knowledge, but my all-time favorite movie is, and always has been, How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. I've seen this movie way too many times. I can quote it all the way through, and how I always describe it is it's a rom-com that both guys and girls equally enjoy. From what I've seen, guys always really enjoy it, and I think it's really funny. So, and I don't think you can say the same about all romantic comedies, so I think it's really special in that way, and I just have like a really special place in my heart for that movie. I love it so much. So a lot of the questions that you guys asked me as a part of this Q&A have to do with my post-grad life and my dating life and my personal life, and you guys seem very interested about all those things, which is a good thing, and I'll definitely be answering as many of your questions as possible in this video. But to kick it off, a lot of you guys want to know if I plan on moving to New York right after I graduate. If you guys didn't know, I am from Long Island. I've grown up there my entire life, and I definitely do see New York being my long-term home, my long-term goal. But with that being said, I don't want to rule out any other cool opportunities that might exist for me in other cities. So I'll be applying to jobs in Boston and in California, kind of anywhere that I find cool opportunities. I don't want to rule anything out because you never know what might happen. But for now, New York is definitely my number one, especially because it will give me the opportunity to live at home if I need to save some money, and then I'll be able to live in a sick apartment in New York City. So that's always been my dream, and I'm going to make that happen. Kind of bouncing off that, a few of you guys asked me if I'm nervous to have to make new friends once I move to a big city, and the answer to that is absolutely. I think that's a really normal fear that a lot of people in their post-grad lives share when they have to move away from their college friends and their families and their home friends. It can definitely be daunting, and I think that this is a really cool way to introduce our sponsor for today's video. So like I mentioned, today's video is sponsored by Quack. Quack is an app that essentially allows you to connect with your friends of friends. This app is super useful whether you are still in college or you're in your adult life and you are kind of looking to expand your circle, but you don't really know where to start. So once you download the app and set up your profile on Quack, all you have to do is sync it up with your contact list. And basically what the app does for you is it connects you with not only your friends, but also your friends of friends. So it kind of eliminates all of the awkwardness and sketchiness of meeting new people online, because it eliminates all those worries of, I hope this person isn't sketchy, or I hope me and this person have something in common. It really does make things so easy, and the more people that you connect with on the app, the bigger your circle gets and the more potential friends that you can make. I think one of the things that I really love about this app is the origin story, because the founders of Quack actually lived in two of the biggest cities in the United States, and they, like you and me and anyone else going through life, I guess, found it kind of difficult to make friends, and they thought, how easy would it be to make an app that allows you to connect with people that you actually trust? And that is how Quack was born. And I really just love the concept of this entire thing, because it's really important to make new friends and expand your circle constantly, but it's also equally important to make sure that you're becoming friends with people that you trust. So I'll have a link down below for you guys to download Quack. I really hope you guys decide to try it out, especially if you've recently moved to a new school or a new city and you're looking to expand your circle, because if you are in a new environment, it's important to have a strong support system, and sometimes using apps like this are the best way to build that support system. So I really hope you guys love it as much as I do, and let me know all of your feedback, and let me know if you meet any cool people on it. So somebody asked me if college has been what I expected it to be, and this is definitely a loaded question, but in short, I'm going to say no, because I kind of went into college without any expectations. I don't have any older siblings, so I had nothing to kind of base my life off of, and the only thing I knew about college was in movies, which is completely unrealistic. But my biggest biggest fear going to college was that it was going to be exactly like high school, and I'm happy to say that it has not been anything like high school. It's actually been 10,000 times better than high school ever was for me, and that's not necessarily because of the people that I've met in college, although they're amazing, or the experiences that I've had in college, but it's kind of just because of myself. I have definitely come into my own in college, and I've discovered what makes me unique, and I've discovered my self-confidence and all of these things I had no freaking idea about when I was in high school. I was really insecure, which, I mean, I'm not afraid to admit now. I mean, I wasn't the cutest kid at all. I had braces till senior year. I had a big chin. There was not much going for me, but I have to say that I'm really happy with how college has gone for me, and I think a lot of it has to do with me just coming into my own more and discovering that I'm a kind of cool person. I don't know. This question's super interesting. Somebody asked me if I ever thought that studying abroad wasn't worth it because of any particular boy. And I did have a lot of doubts going into study abroad. I almost backed out of my program multiple times, but none of those doubts had anything to do with any particular boys at Loyola or back at home. But one thing I will say, and I thought about this quite a bit when I was abroad, is the whole mindset of distance makes the heart grow fonder, and that might be an overly optimistic mindset for me to have had, but how I always thought about it was if there's anyone here or at home that wanted to hang out with me that bad or wanted to spend time with me that much, that wouldn't be able to hang out with me for those 6 months that I was gone, it was going to make them want to spend time with me more once I got back. And it kind of showed me a lot about people that I know in my personal life. And I mean, this has to do with friends too, like people who I didn't see for that long. If they made a real effort to see me after I got back, then that shows, well, distance made the heart grow fonder and they really wanted to see me. But I definitely saw in some people that it didn't really light a fire under their ass, I guess, and that showed me who I should be spending time with. I'm getting lots and lots of questions about grad school and whether or not I'll be going, and the answer is no. I know my parents are watching this right now and they're like, Danielle, come on, but I just don't really feel it necessary to go to grad school, and I think it's definitely an amazing thing for some people in particular fields to do that, and if you want to do it, by all means. But here's the thing, I know quite a few people in the field that I want to go into, which is advertising, that are wildly successful without ever having gone to grad school. That's one thing. Two, grad school, period, has never been my thing. I have never been a school person, but I've always been a very business-minded person. So the fact that I'm graduating college now, I don't see the point of jumping right back into school when I could jump right back into something that I know makes me super happy. I've been lucky enough to have 3 incredible internships that I've been really, really good at for the past 3 summers, and I want to get right into that lifestyle. I don't think I need to go to school to kind of get started on the life that I want to live. Answering questions like this makes me nervous. But if you guys watch a lot of YouTube, then it's no secret that quite a few YouTubers have been quitting their 9-to-5 jobs recently. And I don't want to step on anyone's toes with this question, but I do think it's important to kind of share my take. So, I mean, one thing I'll kind of just preface with is every single YouTuber that I watch that has quit their job recently has very solid reasons, and they are doing it for their own mental sanity, and they're doing it because they want to do something that they're more passionate about, and they think they can find more success within their own side hustles, and I think that's amazing. I think it's super commendable, and the fact that they have the success to be able to do this is just incredibly impressive, and quite frankly, I'm kind of envious of it, so kudos to all of those people. But I do think it's important to kind of just note that it sets a really unrealistic expectation for their followers, and they're not doing it purposely whatsoever, but a lot of these YouTubers' followers aren't lucky enough to have this huge influx of like income coming from like a YouTube channel or a podcast or something like that. So they're watching these videos and they're saying, hey, like if so-and-so could quit their job, why can't I? And I mean, why can't you? You easily could go and quit your job, but it's also important to realize like the repercussions that come along with it, and the fact that one, not everything that you see on the internet is completely authentic in the sense where it's not showing you like all the bad sides of everything. Not everything is like all rainbows and butterflies all the time. So I definitely think it's important for people who are looking to these people who have quit their job as inspiration to also keep in mind their realities and how it's going to impact their own lives and how different that can be to how it's impacting these YouTubers' lives. Let's move on. The next question that I'll be answering is short and sweet. Are you scared of post-grad life? I am slightly nervous that I won't find a job that I'm passionate about. Yes. I am excited because I think it will open up a brand new circle for me, and I love making new friends. And I'm excited to get a new pool of guys. Would you rather work a stable 9-to-5 job or be able to work on your own terms and travel whenever you want? So in a perfect world, I think I'll have a job that meets right in the middle of those two options. I've spoken about this in a past video, but my mom has the coolest job, I think, in the entire world. She also works in advertising, and ever since I was born, she's been traveling to some of the most incredible places in the entire world. And I think that in reality is my dream job. And not only because I've grown up watching that and it's pretty much all I know, but also because traveling is something that I think is so vital to my life. I think it's so important for me personally to just be able to explore everywhere possible. I just love traveling so much, but I also want stability in my life. So I think once I can have a job that offers me both, then I would have found my perfect job. And I guess the question we'll end on is, have you ever thought about YouTube as a full-time job? And I can't say I've never thought about it, but I'm also a very realistic person in this sense, and I know that I don't have the platform at the moment to be able to sustain the life that I want to live, and I think that's okay. And that's not to say that it could never change. I mean, my channel could blow up tomorrow. I don't know how that would happen, but it could, and I could wake up tomorrow with 1 million new subscribers, and for all I know, my entire mindset and all of this could change. I could just want to pick up my YouTube channel and propel that in a direction that I have no idea. I don't know. I think you never really know what could happen, and I think anything is up for grabs, really. But at the moment, I am very happy with the platform that I have. I don't really see it growing too much larger if we're being totally realistic, but only time will tell. So that is going to be it for today's Q&A. I really hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, please let me know in a comment down below. I love doing videos like this so much, so hopefully you guys like this as much as you liked the last one, and if you do, let me know in a comment, because I would love to do as many of these as possible. But I'll talk to you guys very soon in my next video, and I love you so much. Bye!